Hey, I had to come back again. I hear for some of us that the place that we are currently in, it can no longer contain our destiny. You know, certain places, rather, if it it goes deeper than just the things in the natural. Some of us, we cannot begin to see things happen for us in the natural because we don't have enough faith to believe of the things that must progress within us in the spiritual realm. Some of us, God is telling us, like, it's time for us to move out of into new territories and things like that. But we look for things to manifest in the natural so much so that we forget that certain things within us need to be done with and over. Certain territories within us, meaning holding on to things to the past, meaning God has told you several times it's time for you to go deeper into him. God has told you several times it's time for you to stop doing certain things that we sometimes continuously do in his sight. You know, certain things within us have to manifest first before we can actually begin to start seeing things manifest in the natural. See, in the spiritual realm, you know, the spiritual realm never sleeps. The enemy never stops attacking us spiritually, especially when we have higher callings within us to go into a deeper place in Christ. You know, so the spiritual realm never stops. Just because you might be looking before you and everything seems to be at peace, or everything before you seems to be chaotic, it's deeper than just what you see. It goes quite farther than just what you see in the natural. And the spiritual realm, the enemy is constantly attacking you, constantly causing some of us to contemplate suicide, throw in the towel, and quit. But you got to let the voice, the one who calls you to go deeper in him, outpower the very thing that you're hearing from the enemy. And until you learn how to grow in the areas that he actually needs you to grow into, and how to be obedient before him and pushing towards, not running away, but pushing towards the call that he keeps calling you to daily. When you learn how to overcome these things that can't take you out, because you know who is in you, you know who is with you. When you learn how to come, excuse me, y'all, my daughter. Mo, what's wrong? I see, that is so beautiful. Wow. I see.
I'm making your mouth.
I see. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, Lord, another call. Hello? I'm okay. How are you? Yes. It's to the 3001 division. Remember? I was telling you. Yes, it's going to be like an in and out. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 All right. Thank you. Oh, my. I'm so sorry, y'all. Please forgive me.
I'm gonna buy one.
Okay. I am so sorry. But he was saying that there's a place, like certain areas within us. We've been in this place for too long, and basically to see the things that we have asked for manifested in the natural, we have to first lean to obedience and things that God has been telling us to do for the longest. When we begin to get those things inside of us in order, then you can see the things manifested into the natural that you are called out for. See, one thing that you have to come to understanding of knowing is that God's will is going to be done, rather if you're in alignment with it or not. Regardless to how long you delay the process by going in the opposite direction that he has called you to, his will is going to be done or not. And if you decide to harden your heart and turn away from it, what you want to, he will find somebody else to do it. But I guarantee you, if you push forward in this process and begin to lean in obedience with what God has called you to do. So Some of you all, it's time out for these areas. He just will not let me get off that. It's areas within us that is old, and we keep going or placing ourselves back in these our minds back in these old thoughts. And God is saying, if you want to see the things that he is producing for many out here in the natural, you got to first deal with getting your mind together, getting your heart back on track. Then you will begin to manifest. But God is going to get what he is requiring you to do. He's going to get that first before he produces what you asking for in the natural. When you get you in line, then he's going to get what he has for you in line. Then you'll see it coming forward in the natural. So, all right, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.